What's happening everybody, King GBL here and welcome back to a brand new Go Battle video. Today I'm going to be showcasing the Community Day move of Aura Sphere. Well, when I say showcase the move, I'm sure you guys can probably guess it's pretty hard to actually land that thing on anything. But we're using Togekiss. Community Day just finished here in Japan. It went pretty well overall. It was raining the entire day, but of course it went out. Grinded Stardust more than anything, and I wanted to get myself like just a few Togetics for Great League and stuff like that. And of course we have the new Community Day move of Aura Sphere. Aura Sphere, it's obviously a really hard hitting move, but with Charm as your best fast move, you do have Air Slash, which is a little bit better for energy generation, so it might help you get to that a little bit better. But in general, I think it just doesn't really work that well in the Open Great League. I think this Pokemon would be a lot better in probably the Ultra League and Master League. I think Aura Sphere might actually help out quite a lot in the Master League. It will allow you to hit back things like, I don't know, Metagross. I guess you could already hit them with Flamethrower anyway. Excadrill you could hit with Flamethrower as well. Would a Flamethrower just about one-shot the Excadrill? I'm sure it probably would, or near enough. It's about the same energy as Flamethrower, so I think it is a slight improvement to the Pokemon. I think as a lot of people have mentioned, Fairy Wind would have been a better one. Or I would have even liked to have seen Fairy Wind on Togetic. Togetic has an interesting enough moveset. It has Aerialius, which, you know, could be okay for like the Great League. But in general, we're running this as a Swampert double flyer team. If you do want to use this just for the memes or whatever, don't really use it like this. I would just recommend going like a 100% meme team with like a Victory Bell and Bastiodon or something. It doesn't really work well in like a ABB style team in my personal opinion. Togekiss, sorry, doesn't have a lot of bulk or anything like that in the Great League, and overall it's just a liability. We're trying to fire off these Aura Spheres, but ladies and gents, as you're about to see here, nobody lets them go. They're like, haha, Community Day Togekiss? I don't think so. Nobody's letting those through. Anyway guys, hope you're all having a fantastic day and fantastic weekend. Even though it was raining, I managed to grind about 500k dust, including all of the eggs and like of course star pieces for the whole day basically. So pretty happy with the Community Day overall. And I feel like the spawn rates and stuff were okay, and the catch rates were actually surprisingly good too. So overall, pretty good Community Day. Of course, getting that quarter hatch distance was amazing, and it's 450 per catch on the star piece. So really, this video is just to kind of showcase this Pokemon so that you don't have to use it. Because if you're going to use like a team like I was mentioning, like a triple toxic fast move team, you might as well just use Gramble or Ninetales or like Power Punch Medi or something. You know, like use a different Pokemon honestly. This Pokemon just has no real chance of getting to its moves most of the time, unless you save multiple shields for it. And in that case, the opponent will likely force shields off you as well, so like it doesn't go that well. You know, a couple of games I got where it's like they've got an Obstagoon in the back and you come in Togekiss and it's like insta top left. But you know, like that's no difference to any Oller Charmer really, and you know, there's no real improvement. Like at least with Gramble, I think it's probably a little bit glassier than Togekiss, but it doesn't actually have that like joint flying weakness as well. That's kind of what I kept running into. You'll see lanterns come through, and that's why I'm running Altaria, because it does take the Lantern matchup, so we're trying to beat out Lantern with Altaria, flip switch on that, and then in general hoping that Togekiss can roam free in the back. That's generally the idea here, but it's kind of better in theory than it was in practice, and you know, if you're going to run Swampert double flyer, just run Swampert double flyer, not Swampert, Altaria and Togekiss, do you know what I'm saying? But anyway guys, hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you have not already as well. Thank you for all the support in the last couple of videos there, and we're just going to keep grinding here. I didn't upload like my normal daytime video. I was completely dying today. I was away at a pool bar last night. I don't drink very often, but when I do, like I do enjoy a good beverage. So, you know, I did drink a little bit, went to some karaoke with some random people, and it was pretty fun. I basically set out to play like a couple of games of pool and go home. Ended up getting back at like 2 AM and I was completely wrecked this morning, so I didn't really want to upload a video. I just done a little bit of sort of chilling off stream, playing and whatever. But anyway, what's happening here in this match? Yeah, so they've got one shield, we've got one shield. We should be able to outspam them here, I think. I can't quite remember what happens in this matchup, but do I still have my... Yeah, I have my Altaria with a Sky Attack loaded, I think. So this should be straightforward enough. Yeah, like I said guys, sometimes I just don't get what they're thinking with the move updates, to be honest. Like, we didn't get any proper move updates at the start of the season, which is a little bit weird. And what I've noticed is, you know, they're doing some good stuff with the moves, like, but it's more, you know, the rocket Pokemon, the opponent just top left here. Or closes the app, which is great. We take that. They actually survived the Sky Attack as well. They might have even got to a move there. Made it a little bit dicier, but they were never going to get to 2 moves. No, it sort of confuses me, like, because I don't really think it's that hard for them. Like, if you think of the new Pokemon that have been released quite recently, like Rabombi, Like it only knows Bug Buzz and something else, Dazzling Gleam or something. You know, like the moves that these new Pokemon are getting are just so weird. They just don't really make a ton of sense to me. It's like Niantic want the meta to be super RPS or something, like they won't throw spanners in the works, you know what I mean? That's kind of why like the nerfed Walrein and all the other stuff. You know, if you kind of think about it, like, you know, think about it this way, I think about all of the cups. This was not the intention for this video, but it just came into my mind and I'll share it with you and maybe you'll agree. I actually genuinely did want to talk about Togekiss, but there's not really that much to talk about, to be honest. You tap 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 and hope to get to your move and get it shielded and then die, basically. So there you go, that's your, you know, that's your analysis for you right there. So but yeah, no, it's definitely weird. You would think that Niantic actually want the game to be more RPS, so they don't want to put like these core breakers in with the new move updates, because they didn't do like a substantial move update to make the Great League a little bit more balanced, you know, outside of Noctowl Lantern and like the, I don't know, like the top 10 Pokemon that everybody uses, basically. So they're sort of keeping it very RPS, and it definitely does annoy me. This is the one where Obstagoon top lefts. It definitely does annoy me where they add new Pokemon and they're basically useless, you know. To be fair, like there's been a couple of things that have been added recently, and there is a new Pokemon coming here in a couple of weeks, which looks like it has decent enough moves. It has Magical Leaf, Grass Knot, and I think Dazzling Gleam as well. But no, it's just a little bit confusing. Let me know if you guys agree. Anyway, so the opponent, we both, I think, insta-swapped out there. The opponent's just in an absolute mess, but they go for the Mud Bomb. Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave or whatever it knows would just absolutely wreck my Altaria. I'm not sure if it would completely take out, but I was not willing to risk it. I do want to take Switch with this team where possible, and we're going to come out of here with a move anyway. You know, and if they have like a Basti in the back or something, at least we can draw it out. Or anything that we need Swampert for. They come back in with Licky Tongue, which I thought was kind of weird, so I think you might be like double weak to Altaria. That's kind of what I was thinking here. Or like double weak to, you know, a Flyer or a Charmer or something. So that's why I just insta-swap into this, because I'm like, right, I'm going to save my Altaria just in case. I'm going to go into Togekiss here and basically use this big flying, whatever this is, like flying cloud or something. Just absorb this damage of Licky Tongue. I try to farm down and potentially get to an Aura Sphere. But look at these body slams go. Look at these body slams go. So I'm happy enough here. I made a mistake here. I should have just CMP'd him. So I messed this up here, definitely. They throw off a body slam. It doesn't take out. I go for the farm down here. I think they might have tried to undercharge. In comes Medicham. So I threw this one, I think. You know, they were sort of playing like they were weak to fly in the back. And yeah, I definitely just messed that up. I didn't want to come in with Swampert because I didn't want to get a power whipped by the Licky. And they were up a shield, so it just kind of got weird. Once they got that bait through and got the shield advantage, you know, maybe I should just because you don't really see a lot of Toxic Croaks, so to be honest, like I don't really know the match that well. So yeah, we're most likely going to lose this, but maybe we can just about reach another move here. Can we get to this? Okay, we actually do. Now, will this Hydro take out in time? The opponent will be boosted? No, it actually does, so like 2 Hydros does take out Medi, which is nice. So I thought I messed it up, but lucky enough we managed to clutch it. Overall, I think I went 4 out of 10, so like honestly 4 out of 10 just to get the video out with this pretty bad Pokemon. I mean, I'll honestly take it at this point. A lot of my sets today, you know, I went 3-2 in my first set, and I think I've had 2 out of 5 sets for the rest of the day, so my overall performance today is what, 11 out of 25. So slightly negative, you know, 2 matches negative today, which is okay. Like, you have days like that sometimes. I've had a positive couple of days there, so I'm happy enough overall, considering we're using rubbish here. So yeah, we drew out the Basti, which is perfect. You guys can let me know in the comments, because a lot of people actually commented on yesterday's video saying I was misplaying Umbreon. So, you know, I do appreciate those comments. To be honest, it annoys me a bit, because I get annoyed at myself for misplaying things, but I don't mind those comments, because, you know, we're all learning here. With Basti, would you guys just go for the Hydro straight away and just get it out of there before they get multiple Stone Ages off? Because, you know, it's so tempting to overfarm here and get greedy, and I've left myself on just super low health before with this. As you can see, 2 Stone Ages. We've already got you down to, you know, like 30% health. But I think that's pretty much unavoidable though, isn't it? Because they get the full farm down, unless you start putting shields on Swampert, which, you know, it's hard to do that. Like, that's a hard call to make. We'll come in with Togekiss, and they have another Steel type in the back. Ladies and gents, can we land the Aura Sphere? That is the question. I think you can probably guess the answer. The opponent will see this coming a mile away. And even if they didn't see it coming a mile away, like, we already had Flamethrower, so it's either going to be Aura Sphere or Flamethrower. You know, that's the problem. Like, it's just this move. It doesn't add any surprise or anything. There's no point. Like, you know, it's like this could have just been a flamethrower anyway, which would have done a crap ton of damage to that Stunfisk. So like, no matter what, they're going to shield it up. You know, there's nothing special about that. You know, I could shield here and I could have baited, I'm sure somebody will say, but like they were up to back-to-back moves. They were just over farming here anyway, so not gonna make too much of a difference. We're just gonna fire off the Hydro anyway. And they come in with Medi. I think I do eventually top left here. I don't know, I was just kind of tapping away here. You know, reconsidering life and choices and things, but yeah, the opponent just takes us out there eventually. We just let that go, or they just counter us down. So yeah, that should give you like a half decent idea of Togekiss. I think we have another match or two left here. Probably one more match. That should give you an idea of it. Like, you know, you can try to come up with your own team. I was trying to run it in like a normal Great League style team. Didn't really work out. Definitely better in the Ultra League and Master League, but how much better than it was originally, I don't think. You know, I watched actually Jonkiss's breakdown where he just went for PvPoke, and I'd done something similar myself. And like, I think it's just, you know, in the Master League even, maybe it was Dan Ottawa's video, you know, it picks up like 1 or 2 matches and loses 1 or 2 matches if you have Aura Sphere over Flamethrower, so you know, it's just a bit of a meh update. You know, maybe in the future, if they do update it, you know, update it with Fairy Wind, you know, that would make Aura Sphere actually useful, because you will be able to reach it in a decent amount of time. Because Fairy Wind is amazing for energy generation. I do sort of like how the Fairy type Pokemon are starting to get more put towards, you know, this side of things. Oh yeah, this opponent's like double weak in the back. So as soon as I shielded the Noctowl instead of the Noctowl, you know, at this point, so my hardest answer to Noctowl is Altaria, so that's why I came in there. With Togekiss, you know, Altaria is the safe swap. Yeah, the opponent top left, so there's not much they can do if they've got like another fighter in the back or whatever, but yeah, so we came in there and the opponent started shielding it, so I just kind of knew they were weak. But yeah, overall guys, go get your dust, have a good time, go outside. I hope you're a little bit luckier than I am and you're not standing in the rain all day, but to be honest with you, like, you know, evolve some of them, because of course you have to evolve them on the day for, you know, to get the move. Like, do evolve some of them, but to be honest with you, don't build them, they're just a complete waste of dust, and you might as well save the dust that you're earning there. Thank you everybody, have a fantastic rest of your day, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you tomorrow for a brand new video.